We are live right now. We just decided to start it a little early. I have 15 minutes going, but who wants to
What?
wait that long?
Who wants to sit around and wait?
No. And again, reminder that we are live on 2 YouTube channels, Transparency and Merit and Inflammatory Talk. And then we are live on our X channels. Our X channels, Walk Against the Woke, which is Walk Woke, Mr. Midnight Movie, and also Transparency and Merit. So, Joey, we have a stripper running for a place, and Darren probably knows this woman. Darren.
Liv Osthus.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and she,
AKA, what's her name again?
Actually, her name is Viva Las Vegas. Darren
Right.
probably knows who she is. Viva Las Vegas.
Yes.
Is Darren giving her a vote? Because Darren is close to. I don't think Darren is actually in Portland. But
will you be voting for her, Darren?
Darren will be voting. If he was, but he lives either close to Portland or in Portland. Will he be voting for Viva Las Vegas?
I hope so. I hope she gets a vote from.
You know what? If I lived in Portland, I think Joey and I we would be her campaigning manager.
We'd try.
To Portland, Oregon, the strip club capital of the world. I am one of the legions of Portland strippers.
Oh, yeah.
I won't be taking my clothes off for you today.
Damn it!
Instead, I'll be asking you to strip.
Oh, that's a curveball.
Away your prejudices and preconceived notions about my chosen work and that of my sister and brother and other sex workers.
Wow, she looked kind of nervous.
My goal is for you to consider sex work as a feminist enterprise and stripping as art. Welcome to Portland, Oregon.
So let's see. Okay, here she goes. Carpooling with Viva Las Vegas.
Do you think your high quality?
Oh, this fucking commercial. We got to deal with commercials, folks.
Turn off the commercial. We did have a petition that people could sign.
Yeah, we did have a thing that people could sign. It was, the legalization of prostitution, but we also, with the legalization of caning, it was called the Pleasure and Pain Campaign. Here we go.
I think we got like 5 signatures.
It's Viva. Come on in, girl. Thank you. A sweet ride.
Wait a minute. Did I lock you out?
I am locked out.
It's been so long since I've been in this thing, I've forgotten how to use it.
Oh, God.
Viva Las Vegas. But what's your real name?
My real name is Liv. Liv is Viva in Norwegian and seemingly unpronounceable for most people.
So do I call you Viva or do I call you Liv?
Your choice. They are interchangeable. So yeah.
You're known as Portland's most famous stripper, but I know that you're a lot more than that. How would you describe yourself?
Can you pause this for a second?
I'm
All right, Joey.
So Darren is actually driving with the stripper right now.
Oh, can we get her on? And there are so many.
No,
Darren is driving with a stripper right now. He's taking her somewhere. So thank you, Darren. Thank you for doing God's work. Yes. God's work, Darren. God's work. Woo! Okay, here we go.
I'm a musician and a writer and an advocate for this industry. And
come on, what's going on here?
What are you doing? Oh, there it is. Looks like it's just buffering.
Okay,
and that stripping is art. Mic drop.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. Again, I don't think this should be rocket science, but it is very. Some people really scratch their heads about that. What could be more normal than a nude body? We're all nude under our clothes, and it strikes me as a little irritating and somewhat amusing that people still think this message I have is so interesting, that naked women are art, that naked women are powerful.
So, what's the secret to your success and your longevity in this industry? It's so impressive. You have been doing this for how long?
26 years.
26
Good God.
I graduated from college. I think the secret is, I don't know if I can say it on the air, but
Oh, yes, you can. We'll bleep you if we need to.
It's my ASS, my Norwegian ASS. I have a big, strong, powerful ASS, and that gets people's attention. And then
I wonder if Darren's.
She said she had powerful tushy is what she had.
I wonder if Darren's passenger has a powerful tushy.
Well, now, Darren, is she woke? Is she woke? Because Portland is filled with woke. Is she woke?
I mean, when I start opening my mouth, some people are shocked to hear a stripper hold forth on stage, but I get in there and I work on their brain. So there's a vulnerability that comes across on that stage that allows for such connection that is meaningful. And that's the opposite of superficialness. There's of course a lot of beauty and surface beauty, but there's even more underneath the surface beauty, in my opinion.
You continued stripping after you went through breast cancer treatment. You had a mastectomy.
Yes.
She's had a vasectomy and she's still a stripper. Is that brave? Or is that, I don't know.
The plot thickens.
A mastectomy, and I didn't think I would be back.
What's wrong with this video? Okay, I'm going to go to another one right here.
Yeah, that stream's not
This
working.
is Costco's worst nightmare. New gadget is flying off the shelves, but Costco is making zero profit. This $200 tactical hiking staff combines superior military-grade materials with cutting-edge assistive mobility.
All right, the race for Portland mayor has a new candidate. Her name is Liv Osthus, though some might know her by her exotic dancer's name. Sydney Dorner joins us now with more on Viva Las Vegas's run for mayor.
Yes, Catherine, when I met with Liv Osthus, I got to see her as much more than a stripper with political aspirations, but a woman who spent the last 3 decades listening to Portlanders and eager to put those connections to good use. Liv Osthus is known in many circles, perhaps most well-known as exotic dancer Viva Las Vegas. But she's also a mom.
Joey, did you ever see that band play? Come on, when you were out in Portland in the 90s. Oh, she said that about 90% of Portland strippers are prostitutes. Is that a surprise to anyone? Why do I laugh? All right, here we go.
Author, musician, and sex worker advocate. And if she has her way, she'll add Portland mayor to the list.
To me, this is not me going into politics. This is me continuing on my journey as an artist.
Graduating from Williams College with a bachelor's in anthropology, she moved to Portland in 1996. She says she started stripping for 2 reasons. One, because of her intellectual curiosity about if sex work could really feel empowering. And 2, to fund her budding music career.
We were studying actually brothels in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and how that was one way for women to get out of very stringent patriarchal structures and have money. Money is power in capitalism. And it all clicked in my mind that this was empowerment.
Nearly 30 years later, she's ready to take on a new challenge, leading the city of Portland. Osthus knows many people will be skeptical about an exotic dancer wanting to run a city challenged with drug use and homelessness. Her answer to tackling these issues downtown, turning unused office space into studios for artists.
Give them to artists. Say, you guys pay utilities, here's a building full of artist studios. Artists will make that into a hub of the community. They will put on art shows, they'll put on music shows. People will start coming down to see those. Within 2 weeks, there'll be a coffee shop. Within a month, there'll be a lunch spot. We'll have fine dining down there again. We'll have energy flowing down there again.
Osthus admits she has no experience in politics or management.
That mayor doesn't need to know everything. Nobody could possibly know everything.
Instead, she sees the role of mayor as more of a figurehead or symbol of hope.
What I want from a mayor is somebody who listens, somebody who connects, and somebody who inspires. And I think that now is the time in Portland. We've seen mayors that try their hardest to affect what's going on downtown. It hasn't worked. I think it's time, ironic as it may seem, for a message of optimism. Portland is blooming.
Now, Osthus is running against 3 current city commissioners for Portland mayor. One of Osthus's competitors in the race to Portland's mayor is actually her mentor, City Commissioner Mingus Maps. She says she isn't running to help him beat out any competition, and she's happy to run against candidates from all walks of life.
All right, the race.
All right, so that is the mayor. Let's take a look. I grokked public media perceptions. The announcement of her candidacy has stirred mixed reaction. Some view her candidate as a refreshing outsider perspective that could shift the city's focus towards more inclusive and creative governance. Others, as reflected in social media and some news outlets, express skepticism or amusement, highlighting her profession as a central point of discussion. Now I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to ask another question here. Let me copy and paste.
You're just grokking away.
I am grokking away right now. I'm just going to ask, is she woke?
Let's go, Grok. Give us a response. Meanwhile, over here, Darren Clint, he says that she loves her job, and she's one of the happiest people that you drive.
Oh, you've actually driven her before? Oh my God, unbelievable!
He said, "I bet she wins."
And not woke like you define.
What is that? How do you have a different definition of woke?
I consider it moral authoritarianism disguised as virtue.
Moral. Okay, I don't know what you. Okay.
She says she may not embrace herself, not or embrace the term woke due to its contested nature and the variety of meanings it has acquired, which could range from positive to cantankerous, or the connotations of social awareness to negative implications of ideology and rigid. So let me see. I wonder if this person's on Twitter. Let me see here. I'm going to see if she's on Twitter. So far, she doesn't have any. Is this her Twitter? No. She's not on Twitter. A stripper named Liv Osthus. She admits she has no governing experience, but claims she will solve the city's problems with overdose and crime by delegating most of her mayoral tasks to others. Well, it's better than Mayor Wheeler. Mayor Wheeler was a stealer. But 90% are prostitutes, which is a shock to both Joey and I, both. And he's betting she wins. Well, Joey, I'm going to bet $10 saying she wins. Do you bet that she doesn't win?
I think she's got a shot, but I don't really know what the competition's bringing. So, but yeah, not woke like you'd find. Okay, but he says, I think he also said that she's got a shot at winning.
You know what? You never know in this day and age, Joey. In this screwy time, does she endorse Trump? Does she endorse Trump? I mean, she's probably running as a Democrat, just she doesn't support Trump.
Oregon could use that, I think. Why not?
Yeah. And let's see.
The liberalism in Oregon runs pretty deep.
Yeah, she doesn't really give any direct thing on Trump or not Trump. Anyway, Joey, this is about all we have on that issue. Is there anything else to add before we call this show? And we might just have this woman on, or if someone wants to have her on herself, I think she'd be a great guest.
I think she'd be a great guest. Yeah, let's go for it.
Yes. All right, guys. Anything else to add, Joey?
No, not really. Good show.
Yeah.
Leave comments. I know people aren't going to agree with everything. Have you heard any disagreements with any of my arguments lately, Brian? I haven't really heard people arguing about yours.
Really? No,
Yeah, not usually there's somebody out there who's just like, oh, well, Brian, just shut up about this or that. But yeah, everyone seeming to like you. It's good.
Yeah. Did they complain about my lip smacking?
I haven't even heard that in a while. So,
well, there we go. All right.
Maybe times are changing.
All right, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Really kind of interesting. And, an artist feel. Maybe Joey and I will go out and visit Portland and check this person out, see what's going on. All right, guys.
Yes.
Have a good one.
All
Thank
right.
you for listening.
All right.